So echo. Echo, the concept of echo is that if there is a person who makes a sound, okay, and then the sound goes and hits an object. So the sound goes like this, hits an object and comes back. Okay. So because sound has the speed of sound that we can take it as 340 meter per second. Okay. And that's the speed of sound. And if this object is, let's say it is 780 meters far out. So this object, this cliff or this wall is 780 meters fall. Then you can see from, because this is a uniform speed, we can write time is distance by speed, and that is 780 meters by 340, which comes out to be 2 seconds. So a sound which is originated at this point will take 2 seconds to reach the cliff, and then 2 seconds more to get back. So total it will take. So after 4 second, this person will hear the sound again. The person will hear sound again, and this is called echo. So so when you hear your sound again after interval, it is called echo. Okay, so the concept is very easy, that time is distance by speed. Basically speed is distance by time, it comes from there only. You can calculate the times. Sometimes the distance will be given and you will be asked to calculate time. Sometimes the time will be given and you will be asked to calculate distance. So I can also frame the question as if uh, I can give you the information that after 4 seconds the sound came back, so calculate the distance. So that will be, you will calculate, like if it is 4 second total, so sound has taken 2 seconds to go and 2 seconds to come back. So 2 second total, therefore the distance is speed into time. So 340 into 2, it is 780 meters. Okay, fine. So that is what the echo is. And now uh, the second thing is, why don't we hear echo? Why don't we hear echo in normal homes? Why don't we hear echo is because the perception of sound, that means, uh, perception of sound means for how long sound persists. Persists means it stays in our brain for how long. That duration is 0.1 seconds. So what is the meaning of the statement is, if you have, these are your ears, and from ears this a sound comes, and these ears detect this sound, and then there is a mechanism in the ears. There is an inner ear, there are bones like anvil and stirrup. You should read more about it. They transfer this sound energy, which is compression and air fractions, to a diaphragm, which will oscillate based on the compression and refraction of the sound. And then this goes to a region called cochlea, and then this transfers to auditory nerve. This goes via auditory nerve. Auditory nerve, it goes to the brain. So brain processes this sound. So from here to here, this process takes time, from input of the sound to the brain processing it, and then the sound, the time duration it takes, it's 0.1 second, 0.1 seconds. So if any other sound comes in between this time, our ear will not be able to detect that it is separate sound. So two sounds have to be minimum separation of 0.1 second. Therefore, if a sound comes back to you within 1.1 second, then you will not be able to hear echo. This is the concept that if sound comes back in 0.1 second or less, you will unable to hear echo. So using this concept, you can find the minimum distance needed for echo. So there is this concept of minimum distance needed for echo. So if the sound speed is 340 meter per second and it goes like this and comes back from a reflector, this total time should be the total time should be zero point 0.1 second. Total time should be 0.1 seconds, and therefore uh, if the distance is d, this distance, straight line distance is d, then the sound is covering how much distance? It is covering a total distance of 2d, and distance is speed into time. So distance is speed is 340 into time, zero point 0.1 second. You will get d is equal, if you solve this, you get d is equal to 17 meters. That means if the reflector is 17 meters away or more, so you will hear echo. If it is less than 17, you will not hear echo. So what should be d for echo? If d is greater than 17, you will hear echo. But if d is less than 17, you will not hear echo. So this is the concept of echo. Okay, you read your book for reverberation and what is reverberation, and so multiple reverberation also I'll explain. Reverberation means in a hall, if there is a hall and there is a screen, this is the screen, and people are sitting here like this. Okay, people are sitting here. So in a hall, what happens is that uh, echoes are when echoes are heard multiple times, because hall is a big room which is of course more than 17 meters. So what happens, the sound when it goes like this, it will reflect many times, and to a person it will come like that, echo will be heard many times. So that when echo is heard many times, it is called reverberation. Reverberation. Okay, and you read more in your NCRT how reverberation is prevented, and that is the concept of echo.